Hello and welcome to Gluten-free. Today we are making some freaking amazing monkey bread. For this recipe you'll need 2 sticks of butter, baking powder, baking soda, salt, sugar, buttermilk, and gluten-free flour. There are many different gluten-free flour mixes. I used cup for cup because it was in my pantry. The recipe says to add xanthan gum if your mix doesn't have any in it, but cup for cup has it, so I lucked out. The first thing to do is combine all of the dry ingredients in a bowl. First I added 4 cups of gluten-free flour. Then add 2 tablespoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then mix all of the dry ingredients together. Then add 2 sticks of diced chilled butter to the dry ingredients. Then blend. I didn't have any buttermilk, so I had to improvise. The recipe calls for 2 cups of buttermilk, so I made my own. First you measure out 2 cups of regular milk. Then you add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Stir. Let it sit for about 5 minutes to let it do its thing. Once your buttermilk is done, then you add it to your dry ingredients. Mix well. Hammer time! Once the dough's together, wrap it in saran wrap. How's your day going? Good, I hope. How about your summer? How's the weather? How's the fam? Seen any good movies lately? Have I asked enough questions? Doesn't look like I have. This sure does take a while, doesn't it? Then put that mother trucker in your fridge. It'll be in timeout for about 40 minutes. Tick, tock. While you're patiently waiting for your dough to make bail, you might as well get busy, right? This next part includes 2 of my favorite things. First, add half a cup of sugar to a bowl. Then add a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Mix. Hammer time! Oil the bundt pan. I started off using a stick of butter, but then gave up and used spray instead. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Your dough has made bail and now thinks it's home free, but boy is that wrong. Now it's time to rip them apart and make an example out of them. Take golf ball-sized pieces of the dough, roll them in cinnamon sugar, and put them in the pan. Do this a million times until you're out of dough. Then melt 3/4 cup of butter. Add a cup of brown sugar, but don't be an idiot like me and make a big mess. I swear it tastes a lot better than it looks. Take the yummy goodness and pour it over the dough. Put it in the oven for 10 minutes, then flip it around and put it back in for another 10 minutes. Stab it with a skewer to see if it's done. It got shanked a few times in prison while waiting to make bail, so it shouldn't be too bothered by it. It'll be done when the skewer comes out clean without dough on it. As you can see, I kind of burned the top, but that's okay. It's so beautiful. If only I could eat it right now and not burn myself. Let it cool off for about 10 minutes. Now for the tricky part. Should I, no, I probably shouldn't. Hey, I can try it this way. Oh, it didn't fall. The glass didn't shatter, so that's okay. Oh, okay, pat, pat, pat. Let's see. Maybe this will work. Okay, oh, moment of truth. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, it kind of got stuck. But I fixed it and it looks beautiful. Yes. All right, lots of steps, but totally worth it. It's delicious and gluten-free. Not necessarily easy, and certainly not good for you, but it's delicious and that's all that matters, right? Well, that and the gluten-free part. Thanks for watching and check back to this channel for more. Ooh. Ah.